guys, it's me, Hazel. I've tried to make this video about 20 times today. I have a lot going on in my house, so I am very sorry if you hear my children or my dog. I wanted to get on today and show you guys some of the projects that I started on Friday, and I will be carrying on throughout this energy shift that's going on right now. There is an energy shift going on that I feel, and a lot of other people have said they feel. I'm not talking about Mercury retrograde. I'm just talking about as we get into the September, October, November. Actually, I don't even think it's going to last that long. I think it's probably going to go on through the rest of September, early October. And then we'll have something else going on after that. That's what I feel. So the projects that I have going on are, let's start off with basil. This is fresh live basil. I got 2 plants here. You can get them from your local Walmart, and I have been informed that if you don't have the money and you are on food stamps, you can buy these with your food stamps at Walmart. They are in the produce section, and they are $2.98 a piece. So, like I said, if you have food stamps and you don't have the money to purchase plants, this one you can get with your EBT cards. Excuse me, still healing. Why would you purchase this? Well, 1, it tastes great on your food. 2, I have never had anything bring in extra cash the way that fresh, alive basil brings in. It doesn't have a specific amount. I'm sure some of you master witches out there could give a specific amount and have it come. But for me, I just get random money that just comes my way. For example, I went out to buy these today in those hopes to get a little extra cash. So when I bought these, I got home, and not 2 minutes after I walked in the front door, I got a call from one of the people at my dad's church saying they needed a babysitter for tomorrow, and it was last minute and they didn't have anyone else to call. Could I babysit them and they would pay me X amount of money? I was like, of course, I should have known. So I said, yes, absolutely, I would watch her, and so that's just a small example. I've also had just random, my husband gets random raises when I call upon the basil. When you call upon the basil, I have a special spell that I have written to use fresh cut basil. I have not gotten the same effects from dried basil, and I think that may have to do with the frequency of the live basil is much higher frequency than the dried basil. But the live basil does the trick, and you get a little extra money. I've even used it, I've chopped it up and put it inside of spaghetti sauce and said, bring me some money, baby. And not 20 minutes later, I get a phone call, or my husband comes home with some extra something, or I find some money in a pocket in the laundry. So this, I stand by this 100%. This works, okay? So go get you some. Basil does like a lot of sunshine and a lot of water. So as we come into the cooler months, it will start to get black spots, and it will not make it through the cooler months. It might make it some of the way for you, but probably not all of the way. So what I do is I bring them inside and set them inside the sunniest side of the house. I will even move them to the sunny side as the sun goes to the other side of the house. I will move them just because they really, really like sun. If they don't get enough, you'll get black spots on them. Careful, baby. They'll get black spots on them, and that's how you know that they're not doing so hot. So anyways, The other thing is they grow pretty fast, and if you get them this size, by the time the end of October hits, or November, especially here in Texas, it really doesn't start getting cool until the end of November. So I could probably keep mine around for quite some time, and by then have plenty of harvest. And Rocky, no, I told you. I told you. And then I have found that if you freeze them, freeze your crop, whatever you harvest, the frequency is still a little bit higher than the dried plant, and will work a little bit better for you than the dried ones. So anyways, those are some ideas for you. Oh, one more is you can make basil water. And what you do is you get the fresh cut plant and you clip a few, pick your number of power and clip that many leaves, and say a little spell and stick it inside of water and put it in a sunny window. Shake it up throughout the day. After day 3, pour the water out onto the, what do you call that? The front, right in front of your door, the front step, whatever you want to call that. Pour it out over there and say, bring the money in, as I will it, so it must be. And that works for me as well. So I just thought that was a good thing to talk to you guys about. I'm going to be growing up my basil for a while. I actually used to have a big potted herb garden. And when I moved out, I took it with me to the apartment I was staying at with a few of my friends. And I taught them how to use the fresh herbs to cook with. And they loved it so much, and they were so good to me, allowing me to stay with them, that I left my potted garden there as a gift. So now I don't have my potted garden anymore, which is really sad. Please don't do that anymore. I don't have my potted garden anymore, so I'm super sad. I tried to grow a few things, but now, while they're still little, it's just too hot here. The sun just beats down on my herbs and just shrivels them right up. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this in the sunny windows and see how we do. Anyways, that's the basil. The other thing, I am starting up a Halloween reading list for all of my book lovers out there. The first book on my Halloween reading list is Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book. So let me read the synopsis to you. It takes a graveyard to raise a child. Nobody Owens, known as Bod, is a normal boy. He would be completely normal if he didn't live in a graveyard, being raised by ghosts with a guardian who belongs to neither the world of the living nor the dead. There are adventures in the graveyard for a boy, an ancient indigo man, a gateway to the abandoned city of ghouls, the strange and terrible Sleer. But if Bod leaves the graveyard, he will be in danger from the man Jack, who has already killed Bod's family. So I'm super loving this book already. I have sat down and just took a big bite out of it last night. What I am looking for in a book list for Halloween. I don't do horror, scary, slash 'em. I barely do horror movies, and I will usually pick like 1 or 2 super scary movies for the Halloween season, and I will watch them, and I will like cry myself to sleep. Not really, but I'll be scared to go to the bathroom by myself. So I don't pick those kinds of books. Let me tell you what I look for in a good Halloween book. This is Washington Post's critique of the book, and it says, like a bite of dark Halloween chocolate, this novel proves rich, bittersweet, and very satisfying. That's what I'm looking for in a Halloween book. I want to read something that is the equivalent of sitting down in a big comfy chair and eating Halloween candy. That's what I want. So kind of that fun, spooky, spooktacular books. So I'm going to put together a list, and I will have a book list up on my Facebook page by the latest Friday. I have a lot going on the next couple of days, but by the latest Friday, probably sooner, but by the latest Friday, I will have that up, and you guys can take a look at it and start your Halloween reading. So you can do the reading list with me. You can comment below and give me some ideas, as long as they're not scary, because I don't like scary. And give me some ideas for my book list that I will have up soon. Okay, I got a couple of things. I got a couple of things this weekend, and that I started on. This one is my new book of mirrors. I say new, I've never had one before. This is my first book of mirrors, but the journal is new. I picked this journal because it has the butterfly on the front. Rocky! It has the butterfly on the front, which is the totem for transformation and change and metamorphosis, which is really what a good Book of Mirrors does for you spiritually. If you're new to the craft, what a Book of Mirrors is it's a little bit different than a Book of Shadows. Book of Shadows has a lot of spells that you've learned that work for you, and ritual ideas and correspondences, whereas a Book of Mirrors is more of a journal that you use to record rituals, record your dreams, do your tarot studies, things of that nature, so that as you grow in your spirituality, you can actually look through your Book of Mirrors and see how much you've grown over the years. And that's what I use mine for. I've already gotten into it quite a bit. Let me move these babies. I have currently used mine for some dreams, for a recording of my full new moon ritual, for my new Joie de Vivre tarot study that I'm doing. And I actually started this on Friday, so this is my new project that I will actually be going on, will be infinite. It'll be indefinite, I mean. I got 2 decks this weekend. The first one is my new favorite love. I don't love anything the way I love this deck. Joie de Vivre Tarot by Pauline Cassidy. It's so whimsical, yet she stayed true to tarot. Like, she didn't just take some artwork and slap it on a tarot card. She stayed true to what the tarot is. For example, let me go to my major arcana here so I can show you just what I'm talking about. The Fool. So you see here, she is flying over to this beautiful flower over here. I'm sorry about my nails, you guys. It's super hot here, and I just haven't even worried about doing anything. The flower, she's going over there to this beautiful flower, and her bat friend over here is trying to pull her back because he sees what he thinks she is missing, and this is the Fool card. Down here is a swampy marsh, and you have this fierce dragon head poking out with all these other little nasties who are ready to devour her if she falls. So, as you can see, it stayed very true to the Fool. And all of the cards that, the Magician has all 4 of the suits, all 4 of the elements in it, just like a traditional tarot Magician card. The High Priestess. I just love the High Priestess. The Empress. As you can see, she represents the Mother Goddess with her being in charge of the life cycle. She's got the eggs on top of her head and the skulls on her dress. She has the protective shield. She has the triple crescent, or the triple moon, on her staff. She is clothed in a flower. She just stayed really true to the tarot. And her art is specific to the card. So I just love that. I loved that it wasn't, since I'm doing journaling on this deck, I wanted one that wasn't so in-depth. I have the Thoth Tarot, and that one has many, many layers. And it's really fun to dive out when you're in that deep headspace. But this one is just fun and light and easy to study, easy to work with, one that you can just put in your bag, take with you anywhere, and pull out at any time. I love this. It has the reverse meanings with it. I love this one. She's a spider. I just love it. Okay. So, like I said, that's the Joie de Vivre Tarot by Pauline Cassidy. It comes with a little white book. And you know, the box sucks. I don't like the box because I've literally had it for a few days and it's already all beat up and like the ends don't stay closed. So, I just love the box. I don't know. I carry it everywhere. I sleep with it. I put it on my altar. I sit with it when I'm watching TV. I'm in love with it. Check it out. If you want a good review, I would go to, I think her name is, let me not lie. I don't know. Just YouTube search the Joie de Vivre Tarot review, and you'll get some good reviews on there. The other deck I got is an Oracle. And this is the Angel Answers Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and I believe his name is Radley Valentine. They've done several decks together. It has her typical book. It's a little bit of a meaty book. It has good meanings inside of it to go. And the picture of the card. So her books are usually black and white. I haven't gotten any that are in color so far. Gold lining. The face of the cards, the back of the card is beautiful. Just has that transcendent energy about it. Let me give it a good shuffle. I love to honor my cards by shuffling them. Okay, so this deck is a little bit different than your regular tarot, which has like a picture or a character, and it has the title of the card, and you look up the title of the card and it'll tell you the corresponding meaning. This reminds me of a Magic 8 Ball because it just gives you a straightforward answer, and it's not one that you would pull on a daily basis. See, it says romance or get more information. Communicate clearly. Abundance. Let's see. It says things like yes or no. So opportunity. It just, it's one that when you need a quick, straight answer about something, this is a good deck to pull out. It's also a good deck to pull out when you're reading tarot and you have just one extra little question that you need to go along with the big question that you've asked your tarot deck. And then this one is a good one to pull out to do like one card to go with that tarot reading. So I like it. It's a good addition to my little collection because it's something that can be used in a different way than the other cards. So I like it. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Check out my Facebook again, and I should have that book list out, like I said, by Friday if you are an avid reader. And once again, if you have any great spectacular selections for books, just comment below so I can check them out and maybe add them to my book list. Alright guys, I hope you have a good day. Blessed be.